Sometimes the devil tries to turn me around. Keep pressing on, 'cause my soul is heavy bound. Cause my soul is heaven bound.
We there. What's the deal? What is going on with my Raiders family, man? You're back for another Wednesday episode of the Raider Rundown, live here in effect, man. You already know what's going down. Make sure you guys are tapping on that thumbs up button and really tap on that subscribe button if you like what you're hearing. But at the end of the day, man, today we are going to be going over the draft outlook. Going to be giving my final opinions on the Raiders draft class, what I think we can expect to see out of them, right? As far as what they can do on the field. At the same time, we're going to take a look at some veteran signings, what I think the Raiders could go in certain directions and where they have gone already. So without further ado, man, let's go ahead. Let's get this intro started and let's get the show cracking. What is the deal? Like I said, you're back for another episode of the Raider Rundown. Tap on all them buttons for your boy if you can, please. It's much appreciated. But you already know how we got to start off every single Raider Rundown show, right? Give much love to the chat because chat lives matter. So you know we got to start with the No, we got to start off with the roll call, man. Y'all always in here showing love. As always, man. Raider Paul, what is the deal, man? Big Raiders, man. Much love to you, my dog. Glad you can make it in the building. Jesus, what's the deal, man? Were the Raiders going to pick Knicks at number 13? I don't think so. I don't think they were going to do that at all. I don't even think he was on the radar, to be honest. But, we can speculate, though. Brian, what's the deal, man? My guy, always in the building, always showing love, man. Salute to you, my guy. I'm glad you can make it in the building, man. Frank, what's the deal, man? Glad you in the building as well. And then Danny C, man. Even the UDFAs are fire. I can see a couple making the 53. Yeah, definitely, man. And salute, man. Junior, how you doing, man? Glad you can make it. Glad you in the building as well, man. Make sure you guys are tapping in below in the comment section, man. I want to go ahead and get your opinions on all the topics we talking about. Pretty much, we're going to be getting in depth about everything going on with the Las Vegas Raiders. So tap in with the conversation, man. Hope we can see a little bit more of y'all in here, man. But definitely, right, you know how we got to start it off. We got to start off with the most important segment, not most important segment, but the first segment of the show, right? Got to hit it with the Raider recents, man. What has been going on recently, right, in the nation? So at the end of the day, as you guys know, if you don't know, we made a new signing as far as veteran talent, and that would be the Raiders signing wide receiver Michael Gallup, man. So plans to sign a 1-year deal, worth up to $3 million, bro. In my opinion, I believe that this was a absolute great signing. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was a very, very, very big fan of the signing, right? I think that, him being your number 3, 4 receiver at times, you're gonna get a lot of production out of that. Think about him, it's like he got the injury things, but he has all the talent, right? All the talent in the world. And again, you don't have to count on this man to give you number 1 production, right? We're not counting on this man to give us no, Devontae Adams type production. We got that already. We're fine, right? So we need, a number 3. We needed a number 4, somebody reliable. Although I think Trey Tucker is going to take that step, right? I think Trey Tucker is going to take that step. This dude is a different type of receiver. Bigger body, has a different type of catch radius. So this guy right here is going to be able to add a lot to the room, man. I think we're going to be able to use him going forward. Hopefully he stays healthy, but at the end of the day, man, I mean, if he does the things I've already seen him do, when you add that to the room, it gets scary, bro. It gets real scary. So with that signing right there, I like that immensely, right? I think the Raiders probably need to go veteran on a couple more things. Corner for one, right? I know you drafted a corner, but at the end of the day, right now, I mean, if I had to guess, it's probably Jacorian Bennett sitting over there. We're gonna talk about that a little later, but it's probably Jacorian Bennett sitting over there. So I would like more veteran depth over there. I ain't gonna lie to you. So that would look better. But as far as whatever's going on, man, now we trying to wait to see, what the team is going to do and how it's going to take shape, how they going to really just fill the rest of the roster holes. So, to get ready for the season. But y'all let me know, man, how do you feel about the signing of Michael Gallup? I'm a fan. I like it. I definitely like the signing. But you guys let me know down below, man. Raider Pete, what's the deal, man? Give us the rundown. Hey, you already know, man. Gonna give y'all already know what time it is, man. Got to give you the rundown on what's going on. But like I said, Michael Gallup, a guy, we're gonna go over his stats in a minute, go over his veteran stats. But at the end of the day, I want to get y'all opinion on it. Let me see. Tap in and tap them thumbs. Salute to the host, rundown, the rest of Raider Nation in the chat. Salute to you, my guy Luda. By the way, got something special for you, right? I work with another little company, right? As far as podcasting. Just had an interview with Dylan Lowby, right? Had an interview with Dylan Lowby on my other thing. I'm probably gonna drop the link in this chat at the end of this right here. But yeah, bro, he cool dude. Luda, definitely thought of you when I was doing it. So definitely I'll drop that link. Go ahead and check it out, man. He gonna be somebody y'all really, really fuck with. Guaranteed, bro. He definitely got that Raider way about him. No lie. Chris, what's the deal, man? Salute to you. He says, great price for the pickup. I mean, great pickup for the price. I read that all wrong. Look, that ADHD showing up in major forms. But yeah, I agree. I agree 100%, bro. Great pickup for the price. You paying him a bag of chips, bro. I mean, shit. If he works out, great. You know, it is what it is, man. My guy, Chris, in the building. TRS going strong, man. You already know, salute. And look out for my guys when they doing their solo shows and, you know, show back up on Syndicate Sunday. Y'all know what time it is, man. My guy, Mike, man, in the building, man. What's the deal with you, man? He got his show later on, Black Team Broadcast, man. They got their show a little later on after mine. So make sure you go support the homie as well, man. Definitely go support him as well. But yeah, I like the signing of Michael Gallup, right? Now, I don't know, you know, he didn't do too much last year, right? Didn't do too much. But at the end of the day, once again, we're not expecting this guy to give us crazy production, right? We're not expecting this man to give us crazy production. Last year for the Cowboys, right? Michael Gallup really came down and put 34 receptions, right? 418 yards, 2 touchdowns. Okay, he averaged 12.3 yards for a reception. So once again, like, this is a guy that, you know, I'll be able to take some deep threats to him, man. He's a 50-50 ball type of guy, right? And when he's healthy, when he's right, you know, the 50-50 balls start to look like 60-40, 70-30, right? So definitely not a bad option at all. You know, wasn't the Cowboys' number one option, right? And you saw, you know, he did a couple things, but 400, 500 yards from a number 3 to 404 receiver is yeah, that shit ain't bad at all. That shit is not bad at all. So, you know, we going from there. But like I said, there got to be some more veteran leadership in here, and I think on the defensive side of the ball, it's got to come from the cornerback position. You know, I'm looking at guys like Steven Nelson, Xavier Howard. You know, I know a lot of guys like Stephon Gilmore as well. Take that. I'm not really a big fan of Adoree Jackson, to be honest with you. I would rather take those 3 veteran guys right there before I took Adoree Jackson. I think Steven Nelson, Stephon Gilmore, you know, Xavier Howard, those are guys that's probably going to, you know, fit more to what we need. Hey, the guy like Adoree Jackson, man, I'm not really a fan of that. One, he don't pass the size test, right? That's number one. I need y'all know, if y'all be on my channel religiously, you know what I be talking about with these corners, man. We need length. We need size. We continuously be drafting these 5'11" and under fucking corners. Like, we need size. Adoree does not fit the bill, bro. He don't fit the bill. And I just, you know, I don't think he had the best year last year. I mean, neither did Xavier Howard, if you really want to put it like that. But I could bet on Xavier's Pro Bowl, you know, his Pro Bowl play. I can bet on that because I've seen that already, right? And I see what he can do. So we'll see. But let me see what y'all talking about, man. Oh, look, my guy Danny C says he'd take Howard. I think that'd be nice. Not gonna lie, man. Chris says he would take Xavier Howard. Okay. Fire sign, no loss for us. He gonna be our old Crabtree. See, hey, you know what I mean? I think if we can get a guy like Xavier Howard still out there, right? And I've only heard another team, only other team I've heard as far as Xavier Howard is like the Texans, right? And then even then, they don't even seem like too interested, right? They don't seem too interested on him. They just maybe letting it pass, maybe letting the price dip. That might be the whole thing too. I don't know what his price is, but now that the draft is over, right? I mean, the price couldn't be too high. You gotta think about it. The price can't be way too high. We just signed, you know, Michael Gallup for a bag of chips. If we could sign Xavier Howard to that same type of contract, then at the end of the day, we coming out winning, boy. We coming out stealing shit, right? So I think that's my number one guy that I want left. I want that Xavier Howard. You know what I mean? I need that. But talking about all that veteran stuff, might as well get into the new guys that we just acquired, right? Like, as far as this draft class, I wanted to put a bow on what this draft class, you know, was going to mean, what the expectations could be, and all that other stuff. So remember, make sure you guys are hitting the like, hitting the subscribe button. But, you know, as I bring up this draft class right here, right? You bring it up. damn, gotta put the overlay off. But as I bring this up, I get to looking at a lot of value, right? A lot of value on a lot of these guys right here. You see Brock Bowers, you see Jackson Powers Johnson, you see all these guys. But, I think that if you looking, the Raiders did one fundamental thing with this draft class right here, and that was add that physicality. That was add that versatility that they was talking about, right? That tenacity. A lot of these players share common traits, right? A lot of these players that we drafted have shared common traits of that tenacity, that physicality, that will, right? The will, and when I say will, that the will to fuck someone up. That's what I mean, right? A lot of them have that. From Brock to even if you want to say a little bit Trey Taylor, Devonshire, right? Like they all got a little bit of that mindset to them. All right. Now we talked about Brock Bowers already a lot on the channel, what he's going to bring, what he can mean to the Raiders offense, right? Gonna be a lot of versatility going on there. Jackson Powers, no need to say too much, right? About breaking that down. You know what you get, 6'3", 328, nasty. It can anchor your line, really, right? When we had that Richie Incognito, guy that can anchor the line, really brought that toughness. That's what this is gonna bring. He got a little injury concerns for me because he does get nicked up at times, but if he can just limit that, we're gonna be fine. Delmar Glaze, right? Delmar Glaze. I am a Thayer Munford fan, right? So don't get me wrong, I'm just shitting on Delmar Glaze. But at the end of the day, I'm a Thayer Munford fan, right? So I think that they like Thayer Munford. I think right now, if I was to call it, this is Thayer Munford's job to lose, right? This is me. But getting Delmar Glaze, kind of, to me, he will be that swing tackle this year, right? That versatility is too precious, right? The versatility too precious. The motherfucker has played every spot on the line except for center, right? And I know at 77, it was a little bit of a reach. So don't get me wrong, that shit was a reach. But in the fashion where they needed a tackle, they wanted a tackle, you had to do what you got to do, bro. You know what I mean? That's the price they had to pay. They had to reach to get a guy. But after Delmar, bro, it got hazy, right? It got real sticky. So I would say Delmar, the versatility, you're probably gonna get swing tackle out of him, right? First two picks, starters, right? First two pick, I envision starters, nothing less really. With Delmar, I envision swing tackle, right? That's where I see him fitting into the role. That's where I see him going as of this first year, right? Because I'm a Thayer Munford believer. So at the end of the day, I think that Thayer Munford can have it locked up. But, when you look at a player's profile and every single person is highlighting the fact that this man has good technique, good hand usage, right? Good technique, good hand usage. That's a lot. Not every single place, but damn near every single scouting report you see on this man has those two things on there. So to have that as a rookie, very invaluable, right? Very invaluable. And like I said, the position, in order to move around in every single part of the position, crazy, right? Or of the line, crazy. So where probably the least favorite pick for me, I'm not even gonna lie, this is my least favorite pick is the round 4 pick, DeMarcarian Robinson, right? Or Richardson, sorry. That's my last pick. All right. I don't really, that was the one I didn't really like. Now I like the measurables, right? The 6'2", 188, 4'3", right? That shit all stands out to me. I love that. But then, you get to the tape, the film. Yeah, it wasn't good film, right? It wasn't good film. It was all right. I'm not gonna say it was complete dog shit, but it was all right. You know what I mean? It's nothing that got you excited. 4th round, and not gonna lie, you're not expecting a starter out of the 4th round, but other guys on the board that I personally like. But at the end of the day, he will be able to give you some type of play in the special teams category, right? He'll be able to do that. And I give him that. He'll be able to make immediate special teams impact. The speed alone, right? The fucking speed alone with the 4.3, that right there is going to make immediate impact. I mean, we're just going to see a faster team. So I think he'll be on special teams. He'll give us something there. As far as the defensive side of the ball, I don't think, as much as I get on Jacorian, I think Jacorian might beat him out this year, especially if you get a veteran. So, I that was like my least favorite pick. But as we halfway right now, man, want to give a shout out to everybody in the chat, right? Shout out to my guy, Freddie. Always salute, man. Shout out, man. Cowtown. You already know. Yeah, go check out that interview, man. I'm going to drop the link right here, man. I'm going to drop the link right here in the comment section before we get on out of here. So you guys go check that out, man. He was definitely definitely a fire guest for sure. He a real dude. Let's see. He a side piece to give breaks, or is they want to do a spread? See, I'm trying to figure out what you talking about on that. AP and PG want big DBs. Correct. I mean, and that's what they got with Richardson, right? 6'2". So they got exactly what they want. OJ, salute to my guy, man. Salute to you, man. Glad you can make it in the building, man. Much love. They are all dogs. AP starting the dog pound. True. Delmore, Paul's Glaze. yeah, most definitely. So as you see all that, and last but not least, man, my guy, Leo in the building, man. What's good with you, fam? Glad you can make it, man. But yeah, so Richardson, my least favorite pick, right? And then we move to one of my other like real favorite picks up top there. I like this Tommy Eichenberg, right? Pick a lot. I like that shit a lot. Just a football player, bro. Football player. I don't know other way to describe that. Not the fastest dude, right? Not the quickest guy in Tommy Eichenberg, but the motherfucker just knows how to play football, right? He just know how to play football. Tackling machine. He's gonna stick his nose in there. He's gonna get physical. Coverage is lacking, of course. I mean, it's not as bad as some people want to make it out to be. I don't think it's like dog shit, but it's lacking. It's not all the way there. But at the instincts, right? The instincts he has and the play recognition he has is a real rarity, right? Coming into this league. I think this dude will have a chance to see the field. He gonna have a chance to see some grass. I'm not gonna lie. Our linebacker room, short of Spillane, is up for grabs, bro. Like, I don't see any position in the linebacker room, regardless if he's veteran or not. I don't see nobody's job safe. I don't see no safe job in this linebacker room if your name is not Robert Spillane. So at the end of the day, he has a chance to get on the field. Just the way he diagnoses plays shows me he knows he's gonna be in the film. That's gonna stick out immediately, and that's gonna give him a chance. I think he's gonna have to battle with Masterson, right? He's gonna have to battle with Masterson to get on the field, but I think he's gonna see some time. He might see some tick. At the very least, he's gonna be on special teams, bro. And that's like a theme for a lot of these players that we've drafted. At the very least, if they don't play at their respective sides of the football, they will be playing special teams, right? At the very least. So move from him to another one of these guys that I really, really like, in Dylan Laube, right? Once again, shameless plug. I'm going to post it in the chat. Had an interview with him earlier today, man. Hella good interview. But, yeah, exactly what I've been talking about when I say we need some quickness in the room. We need somebody that complements the room. This is exactly what the hell I was talking about, right? With Dylan Laube. He complements Zamir White perfectly. Because why? He can do the things that Zamir is not necessarily the greatest at, right? He can do the shit that Zamir is not necessarily all that great at. Alexander Madison's not all that great at, right? Be a receiving threat out of the backfield, right? Being a guy that's a third down threat, right? Think of Danny Woodhead. Think of, honestly, for us, right, if you want to just keep it Raider-centric, think of when we had Jalen Richard, right? Like things of that nature. And funny enough, we ain't had a motherfucker like this since Jalen Richard, right? Since Jalen Richard, we ain't had a motherfucker like this where, third down, this dude can line up in the slot, can line up like the receiving options is going to be crazy. Yes, he can run the ball, but hearing what he's done to work on himself to be a receiving threat, he'll be able to be out there a lot on third downs, right? Like now you have to understand with this Raiders team here, right? The third down options are very, very plentiful, bro. Very plentiful. Understand, your first round pick is a motherfucker that can kill you on third down. Some people might miss Renfrow. You ain't gonna miss Renfrow for long, bro. Because your first round pick is a guy that can kill you on third down easily. Your 6th round pick is a guy that can kill somebody on third down easily, right? And once again, another player who can shift and get into the slot. So that makes 5, right? That makes 5 players for your offense that can play slot at any given time. Who are these 5? Devontae Adams, Jacoby Myers, Trey Tucker, Brock Bowers, Dylan Lowry. We now have 5 guys that can play slot and get open, right? And it's showcased. They can get open and at any given point can be there, right? So I love that pick, bro. I mean, that shit right there is exactly what we need. Not only do I love it for the offensive side of the ball, but once again, the special teams aspect. Lowry can return punts. He can return kicks. We have needed this juice on special teams for I don't know how long. That's another fucking thing, right? The Raiders special teams has lacked juice for like 3 years. Like no threat of returning shit, right? Like at all. We already know when the ball is kicked to us, we starting at the fucking 25. Like that's all it's been for years, bro. You know what I'm saying? Punt return, slim and few between. So now we get some fucking speed on here. Maybe, and especially with the new kickoff rules, hopefully we can start seeing some more explosiveness in our special teams game. Like that's really where I'm trying to see it there. But as we continue, our last 2 picks, right? We go with Trey Taylor, round 7. And I'm not gonna lie, didn't know these last 2 guys, didn't know much about, right? And then, you know, when people were telling me, oh, Trey Taylor, he's Ed Reed's cousin. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. You know I keep it real. I start to dismiss, right? Because I'm like, oh, here we go. They want to try to hype him up because he's somebody's, you know, relative, somebody's kin. So he's gonna go over there and do all that. But watching him, I don't know how he slipped to the 7th round. Like, I don't understand how he slipped to the 7th round. Trey Taylor has very, very good instincts. Very good instincts. Physical as shit. That dude is coming downhill to tackle somebody, right? And knock a motherfucker's block off. So I like that about him, right? He's coming downhill in the run game. Has very good instincts in the pass game. Can work on a couple things, a little stiff at times, right? A little stiff when he opens up. But regardless of it, bro, like, I don't know how he slipped to the 7th round. I think this dude is going to be, you know, somebody, he might find his way on the field. I think he might fuck around and find his way on the field, bro. Not in no starting capacity whatsoever. I think you might see him sparsely, right? Even so, it's hard to say that because Palomar is going to be there. Chris Smith is going to be there. But in sets where there's a lot of DBs, you might fuck around and see this dude on the field. There's a lot of versatility, bro. A lot of versatility with both sides of the ball. Some dudes you think that are playing safety, you can fuck around and play him at linebacker, right? And then shift another safety back in. All this other shit we can do with this defense, bro. Like, it's so much that it gets ridiculous after a while. So he might be able to find some time, might find some tick, right? But once again, special teams, right? Special teams is where I go. And now we get to the last, right? We get to the last guy of the class. And I'm not going to lie to you. I like this corner better than the corner they drafted in the 4th round. I'm not going to lie, bro. I think, and this is just first initial watch and all that other shit, but I think I like MJ Devonshire a little better than Richardson to me. Right, I think Devonshire is a little better. And out of the 2, if you were to ask me which one I think might see the field as far as defense, I think Devonshire might see that shit first. Just watch, like, initial watch, bro. Like, and I get the size with Richardson. That's the one thing, right? The size with Richardson is the thing you look at. You're like, well, 6'2", 188, 4'3". right? Like no brainer. You got to see what that shit can do. But just the technical shit when I watch Devonshire, right? Like Devonshire is sneaky good, bro. He's sneaky good. I think he might have a little chance to see the field. If you had to ask me which corner out of the two is gonna probably see some tick, I think it might be Devonshire. It's just the way he uses his hands, the way he plays the football, right? His feet. They're good, bro. They're good. Now, I might be wrong. Neither of these motherfuckers might be playing. But I like Devonshire better, bro. I like Devonshire better. If you were to flip-flop 7-4, shit, or 229 and 112, you flip-flop that, I probably wouldn't even blink, to be honest with you. I would probably agree that if they were to get Devonshire at 112 instead of where they got him, I'd be like, yeah, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? That's just me. But when we're looking at this class, man, lot of sneaky talent, boy. A lot of talent that can play year one. Shit, like a lot of shit that's going to be instant contributors. Not even, like, even if it's not their respective sides of the ball, bro, they're going to contribute on a special teams level at least, bro. And they're going to bring that dog at least. You know what I mean? But let me see what you guys talking about for the last one, man. Let me see. Leo says, loving the Tommy Iceberg pick. Hey, look here, man. I like that iceberg shit right there. That's nice. Might have to keep that. If he start balling, yeah, hey, if he start balling, y'all remember Leo said that shit, man, because I like that. That's hard. They compared him to Jack Lambert. Very interesting. Very interesting. Raiders Rebel. What's up, family? How you feeling, man? Salute to you, man. Glad you catch that interview too, Leo. But looking, Severe says Dylan Laube is a hell of a pick. Been talking about this dude for months, man. I'm going to drop that link so you can watch that too, man, for all my guys that are Laube fans, man. This motherfucker going to fit in like a glove, boy. You're going to fit in like a glove, and he just compliments the room perfectly. Compliments the room perfectly, man. That's my guy. No one listens to me. Dylan is basically CMC light. Yeah, man. And definitely you can see kind of like the remnants of the game, right? You can see that he kind of studies him a little bit. Looks like it. Rebel says between him and Bowers, defenses aren't going to know who the hell they want to cover. They definitely aren't going to be able to double team DA as much. No way, bro. If the line is going to be as improved as I think it's going to be, right? If our offensive line is going to be improved as I think it's going to be, with more time in the pocket, bro, and you can't double team Devontae like that, what are they going to do? You feel what I'm saying? Now, once again, it's a lot of ifs and shit right now, but still, just if we looking on the positivity side and they go according to plan, who are defenses going to stop? Where are we going? Like, it's a lot, bro. It's going to be a lot. It gets ridiculous. Eddie says, man, I miss Spook. Boy could take it to the crib. Facts. And not only that, right? Think of how many times, bro, he bailed us out on long-ass third down conversions, right? Like, just the simple fact of just getting bailed out. We had a couple of those last year by Abdullah. But that's the type of running back, we've been missing that. I feel like we've been missing some shit like that. And not saying it's going to be a consistent theme, but just the threat, right, of him receiving the ball, being able to catch the ball and do things with the football in his hands, right? That's going to be the threat of it. Laube is also a flipping machine on special teams. Exactly. Special teams at the very, like I said, if these players do not play on their sides of the ball, respectively, still, they will be playing special teams. Man. And as far as Laube goes, I just need some type of fucking excitement in our kicking game, bro, in our kick return game. Some fucking excitement, right? Like I said, it's to the point we get kickoffs now, and I'm like, God, well, we starting at 25, regardless. Like, that's just what's gonna happen. Let's see. DJ Turner ain't him. I ain't really liked him as a returner up to this point. Not really. Yeah. So I think getting some more juice there is definitely better. Rebel says Bowers is going to be a matchup nightmare for linebackers. They're gonna have to bring in safeties to cover him. This offense is going to fucking destroy people. Yeah, I hope they bring in safeties to do that. Then they're too small, right? Like that's the next thing. Defenses try to do that shit. Well, now you're too small. Now we run the ball. You feel what I'm saying? That's like it's just gonna be too funny, bro. Too funny. Trey Taylor reminds me of Rod Woodson. Let's be fucking careful here, Chris. Let's be careful. Let's not say crazy things on here just yet. All right, let me see a little bit something. M85 says having Ed Reed a phone call away probably helped a mentor, in other words. Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Shout out to my guy Severe, man. He says he's not very athletic and not that good in coverage. He's better in the box. He'll play on teams for sure. Yeah, if you're talking about Eichenberg, yeah, that's the knock on him, right? He's just not athletic, not super good in coverage. I just think he's just one of those dudes, bro. He's just a football player, bro. He just get on the field. He got that sense. He just natural. You know what I mean? There's some dudes that's just like that. I think Tommy Eichenberg is kind of like that. Trey Taylor is scary good, real talk. As that military background, S better watch his back. I think he's way better. Somebody's getting replaced, ladies and gentlemen, right? A lot of people, you know, I've been on track with some things. I don't give myself a lot of fucking praise, but I'm on track with the Darren Waller shit, on track with the Hunter Renfrow shit, as far as who's going to stay, who not going to stay. One of these safeties, as far as who's starting right now, is not coming back. Either it's Trayvon Merrick or it's fucking, Marcus Epps. One of them dudes will not be back on this team, and it's probably going to be because of the depth behind them. There's about two, three dudes right now that we like. Chris Smith, we don't really know too much, but we like Isaiah Palamau, and Trey Taylor's coming in. Somebody's not coming back. Just, we got to see who it's going to be, right? Probably whoever plays the worst. Chris, Devonshire is a better cover cornerback than Richardson. Talk that shit. Severe says, I completely agree with the take on Devonshire. I like him much better than DeCamerion. Richardson has better measurables, but Devonshire is nice. He was projected 5th rounder according to most. Yes. Don't know why he dropped. But hey, I feel like there's a lot of dumb drafting this year, so a lot of good players dropped down the board, bro, for sure. How you get that interview? Hey, can't reveal my secrets, but no, right? It's for the nation. I'm gonna try to get some more definitely soon. BZ, what's the deal, dog? What's the deal? I'm glad you can make it, man. Glad y'all can make it. Hold on. I want to see this real quick. Hold on. He says, they say we build into FKC. I disagree. We building to beat everyone. You know what? For this comment right here, I got to give you the first button of the show, right? I got to give you the first good button of the show.
God damn it. I like the way you do business.
I love the way you do business, man. I like that shit right there. That is true. We building to fuck everybody up. That's just KC, right? This ass whooping is rated E for everyone. So that's exactly what the fuck is gonna happen. And I can't wait. But let's see what everybody else is saying right here. My guy, I skipped something. Yeah, Xavier says, as long as our O-line holds up, we'll be just fine on offense. And our defense will be killer. Man, 100%. 100%. BZ thinks, I think Glaze can be a better guard than tackle in the NFL. That's just me. You know, some people feel that way. I heard that too when people were talking about him as far as a prospect. He could be a better guard. Damn, that would suck if he is, because then it's like we fucked around and we still have a tackle problem. Unless Thayer Munford is that guy. Hop on the Thayer Munford train, everybody. All right, that's where I'm at. Right, let's just hop on the Thayer Munford shit and all, hope that he can be the starter that I think he can be. I've seen some things, from last year. Last year showed me a lot of shit, boy. It showed me a lot of shit about him that I think, that I think he can take into this next season. That's what I say. A lot of things that he can take into this next season. So Thayer Munford, man, we behind you. I'm behind you. I think he can definitely be somebody we can work with as far as the right tackle. He's gonna have to take a leap. I ain't gonna lie. He's gonna have to take a leap. It's not like I just wholeheartedly think this motherfucker is gonna be like a top 10 right tackle, but I think he has the tools to make the leap. Definitely. Let's see. Rebel says, with Getsy's scheme and zone blocking this season is gonna be fire. That's the next thing, bro. We're gonna bring that up in just a little bit. Couple more comments, man. DJ Turner is a solid special teamer. I like that he goes after the ball trying to force fumbles. And you know what, Cowtown? I don't like Turner as a returner. Right? I don't like DJ Turner as a returner. I like him on special teams, regardless, but I don't like him as a returner of any kind. I feel like we need to get more dynamic in this right here, right? So at the end of the day, I want to talk about the next topic, right? As I write this down. So if you didn't see it already, right? Davante Adams was on Max Crosby's podcast, right? Talking about, Luke Getsy and just talking about the season in general. For me, right, I saw he has a lot of belief in Luke Getsy. He does. He has a lot of belief in Luke Getsy. When you look at Davante speak about, his former offensive coordinator and now current, he has a lot of belief in that system. Now, I want to ask you guys here, right? Do you have Luke Getsy belief? Because honestly, that's the most important question we can ask ourselves, right? That's the most important question we can fucking ask ourselves. And why is that? Because we look at all the talent that's been acquired, right? We just went over that draft class. We know about last year's draft class. A lot of players from last year's draft class that we're assuming are going to make that year 2 leap. Even guys that are coming up on contracts. But at the end of the day, I think, especially since we don't have that quarterback that can, how do I say this? We don't have a quarterback right now that I think if a play call is fucked up, if a play goes awry, that he can bail us out and be that difference maker, right? Now, everybody's going to point to Mahomes, but there's multiple quarterbacks in the leagues where you can tell if a play breaks down, don't trip, I got it, right? Might be able to get on out of there a little bit, right? Run for 5-10 yards, slide down. Might be able to just escape, move, create an angle so I can go ahead and throw that. We don't have that quarterback that can bail out a play caller. So our play caller has to be on point. He has to be on point. And in order for us to achieve what we want to achieve on offense, Luke Getsy gonna have to be the most dialed in motherfucker on planet Earth, right? He has to be the most dialed in person on planet Earth, because with all this weaponry, there is no fucking excuse if this team cannot score over, what the fuck was it last year? 17 points? Come on, bro. Come on now. If this offense can't put up over 17 fucking points, we have a huge fucking problem. A huge problem, right? You got to start pointing fingers now. You got to start looking around now, because now it's like, who hired this motherfucker? What's the real fundamental issues, bro? Are the players just not as good as we thought, right? And I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case at all. But there's no fucking reason why we shouldn't be scoring over 17 points this upcoming season. I can't envision a world where we don't, right? So he's the most important person on this offense to me, is Luke Getsy. Most important person. He has to fuck with. I mean, I get it, Gardner, Aiden, but that's where we're at right now. And we're going to talk about that right now, but that's where we're at, right? So with those two, would you say that they are, if a play breaks down, they're going to exceed expectations and fuck around and make everybody else better? No, I wouldn't say either of those dudes are the type of quarterbacks to make somebody else better, right? I feel like they can be cool, but as of right now, they're not going to make the team better. They're going to manage the team, right? And manage us in a good way, but they're not going to fucking make everybody. So at the end of the day, the play caller is going to have to put them in good situations. That's where I'm at, right? That's where I'm at. Do I have belief though? So I have to answer my own question. Do I have belief? I have to. There's no other choice. right? There's no other choice. We can all take Chicago and say something, but then we can take his stints with Green Bay and say, well, this is what it's supposed to look like when he had Devontae and all those guys in Green Bay. So if that's what it's supposed to look like, there's no other choice. We have to have faith, because if he's not good, we're fucked. We're fucked. I'm just letting it be known, bro. If Getsy is not good, we're fucked. And I don't even want to put that in the air. But that's the sense I'm getting, bro. But y'all let me know down below, man. How do you feel about, Luke Getsy and this system? Because, I mean, we talked about it, right? But I think, what's crazy? And y'all let me know if y'all feel the same way, right? I feel like I'm talking to the homie right now. But, right? Y'all let me know if y'all feel the same way, bro. I think we talked about Luke Getsy, but then a lot of us fucking swept it under the rug because we thought we was going to get a fucking, like, a superstar quarterback. Like, a lot of us were like, okay, we got Luke Getsy, but if we get, we going to fuck around and get Jaden Daniels. You know what I mean? So it's like, well, shit. He'll be able to bail us out or whatever the fuck. We're going to get a superstar motherfucker. So now that the dust has settled, and now we're like, well, shit, now we really got to, this motherfucker has an important job. Now I think we have to really fucking put it all into perspective now. I think we got to put everything into perspective as far as like what he can do, right? And what he can make this offense. Because there's too much talent. Too much talent in order for us to not be good and score over our point total last year. If we do that, bro, you're going to see a lot of cussing on this motherfucking channel, bro. A lot of copyright strikes on this bitch coming this fall, bro. If we can't score over 17 points, there's going to be a lot of fucking copyright strikes on here, bro. And I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I will forfeit whatever cent to cuss a motherfucker out if we doing all that. I don't care. But let me see what y'all talking about right here as far as the chat, man. Rebel, he says, with Getsy's scheme and zone blocking, this season is going to be fine. Okay. And like I said, right, it's easy to point to the Chicago stint. But, right, at the same time, we could point at the Green Bay stint and say, hey, you feel me? This is what it looks like when the players are in place and the mind and everything is where it needs to be for this system. This is what it looks like. I mean, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but Devontae said the same thing on Max's podcast yesterday, right? Like, he didn't have the players needed to do what he wanted to do. Should be different now. So, Terrence, my guy, salute to you, man. Glad you made it to the building, man. Johnny says, I personally like the Cam. I don't like Glaze. Okay. Hey, and everybody got their preference, right? Like, the Cam was like my least favorite pick. Glaze, I want to say right after, but I can kind of see, I understand about the Glaze pick. Pause. I understand about that. You heard my guy, Terrence, man. Everybody hit that motherfucking like button, man. Everybody hit that like button. Show love to the kid, man. And if you're really feeling what you're hearing, it's your first time on the channel, hit that subscribe button as well, man. It's much appreciated to everybody that's here. Luda says, I think Eichenberg would be coached up right and do fire the coverage. Yeah, I think a lot of people put too much on his coverage, right? I think a lot of people put too much on his coverage. I think he's I don't think he's all that great, but I don't think he's all that bad, like a lot of people be saying either. Johnny Gruden says the Glaze pick, I give a C- at best. And you know what? I can't be mad at that. I can't be mad at that whatsoever. Because I think I gave it like a C. Yeah, I think I gave it like a C. So I can't be mad at no C-. I ain't gonna lie. Rundown. Would you be opposed to bringing in Stephon Gilmore? You know what? At first I was, but I'm not anymore. Had a good conversation. I think it was when my brothers in the syndicate, I talked about Xavier Howard, and then somebody brought up Xavier Howard's like injury history. And I'm like, well, shit, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Xavier Howard's younger than Stephon Gilmore, but saying that Stephon don't need to be your number one, not bad, right? Now, the last time I saw Stephon, he got fucking cooked in that playoff game. So that wasn't that's not like a good memory, but nah, shit. At this point, I take him. I take him at this point because this is what we got. This is what we rolling. If the season started today, we rolling with these motherfuckers in the room. I'm not confident in it. I'm not. Terrence says they both tackle well for cornerback safeties. Yeah, and that's another thing. I will say they do come up and tackle. They like a lot of these guys in the draft class as far as DBs, they got willingness to tackle. So that's all I care about. I mean, they may not be the best tacklers, but they willing, right? And that's all you can ask for. They willing. Johnny Gruden, shut up, man. You pick Leatherwood. Off rip. If this is the real Gruden, understand, you fucked us for years. We're barely getting over the shit you did. Barely. Right? And I'm not even talking about emotionally. Like, for real, just team-wise, we're barely getting over that shit. It's like having a bad fucking cold. Like, we barely got all the fucking germs and shit out. That shit is crazy, bro. It's just wild to me. Wild. The Glaze pick reminds me of Byron Young last year. It's a good question, bro. Off topic question. Do you think Byron Young is going to do some shit this year? I don't have faith. I don't have a lot of faith, y'all. I'm not going to lie. Like, yeah, Alabama, cool, but I don't have a lot of faith that Byron Young going to do a lot of shit this year. Some guy. And I think that's what we're going to discuss either on Sunday or on my next show, right? So stay tuned. We're going to discuss these second-year players. Who going to make the leap, right? Because, you know, you're a first-year player, everything's coming fast, whatever, but as soon as you get to that second year, the clock is on, bro. A new crop of rookies done came in this motherfucker. So something's got to give, right? Something's got to give. But we're going to talk about that for sure. Richardson is a football junkie. Maybe with the right coaching, he can turn into an absolute weapon. Give him some burn. Okay, that's the first person, shout out to Xavier, that I've seen, right, stand up for Richardson. Right, I want some more hope because what I've seen has not impressed me up to this point. But I need some hope, man. He's on the team, bro. I want to see something. I want to get him on. Some dumb drafting. Please elaborate, bro. How are guys like Jackson Powers Johnson falling down the board, bro? It makes no sense. How is somebody like Johnny Newton getting picked in the second round? Don't make no sense, right? A lot of shit didn't make sense with this first round. It just seems like after like the first 5 picks, shit was all over the place. Like after really first 7 picks. After the first 7 picks, shit was all over the place. I don't know what, the board is going to be. This class here is going to be a very, very, very interesting class to follow as the years progress, right? Because it just seems like the teams this year was just like, fuck it, I'm going to pick who I like. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn what no board say, bro. I like this motherfucker. So I'm gonna pick him, right? Or shit, or regardless of it, bro. So that's what it looked like to me. Let's see. Carl, what's the deal, man? Salute to you. Glad you can make it. Glad you can make it. We going zone blocking. I think Munford does better in zone. I agree. Oh God, I gotta give it to you again, man.
God damn it! I like the way you do business.
Give it to you again, man. I agree. Munford does better in the zone, right? He does better in the zone. I'm penciling him in, bro. I like him. I really do like him. Rebel says, I'm still kind of skeptical on Munford. I love the kid, but he played way better at left tackle last year, and Colton's not giving up that spot, so unless he learns to be a little better on the right. A part of you's not lying. Because he did play good at left. But it's the fact that he played so good, right? It's the fact that he played so good at left, man. Like, I'm like, this motherfucker, he can put it together, bro. I think he can put it together. He just showed so many flashes and shit last year, man. It's just a lot of it like really encouraged me. So maybe it's just me, but a lot of shit that Thayer did last year encouraged me. I really like it. Johnny says Devontae looked like he wanted to talk more about Josh McDaniels. I haven't finished it all the way, but he did say something about Josh getting a lot of hate and shit. And I agree, Josh does get a lot of hate, right? I mean, especially within the nation. Now, I don't think it's more so the personality. I think it's more so the motherfucker wasn't winning, doing a lot of shit. But, like I said, you give him some type of points for giving a structure, I would say. That's what I would say. Yeah. Oh, you bet coverage for Turner. Yeah, off rip. Let's see. Carl says if it's good enough for Tay, then it's good enough for me. Hey, can't see that angle. Can't be that angle. Chris says if AP and Tommy T believes in him, I'm on board. Right? You know what I mean? Wait. Correct me on the timetable. Who was hired first, Luke Getsy or Tom Telesco? I think it was Tom Telesco, wasn't it? I hope I'm right. But if Devontae gives him his blessing, I'm cool with it. Right? Devontae real cool with it. Oh, to me, it seems like Devontae gave input. I don't know. Y'all let me know. I think to me, it seems like Devontae gave his input on who he wanted. But he probably knows that he can do a good job as well. It's not just like a kumbaya buddy shit because Devontae don't give me that type of vibe. Like he just want to have his friend in there, right? Like at the same time, like I know this motherfucker, but I know I've had success with this motherfucker. So whole different category, right? Getsy, I'm 100% on board. They ran the same system in Green Bay, worked just fine. In Chicago, not so much, but with the stars we have, it'll be great here. Another point Devontae made, right? I said it already, but not having the pieces in Chicago to really do what he wants to do. Let's see. We can always fire him if it don't work out. True. Just another wasted ass year. Wasted system. Just tired of seeing that shit, Chris. Tired of seeing it. We probably should have kept Carr, but on a lease, to be honest. On a lease. Nah, bro. And if you want to open this can of worms, we can open this can of worms because you got the Gruden shit on there. I know you're not actually Gruden, but regardless, right? Gruden kind of ruined him, bro. Not ruined him. I don't think Gruden ruined him. I think other coaches ruined him too, bro. But Gruden kind of ruined him too. He had too much free reign, bro. Too much free reign. This competition here that we're about to see with Aiden and Gardner is the most competition I've seen at this quarterback spot in a fucking decade. A decade, right? And yes, Carr at the time was our quarterback, but where's the fucking competition? You feel what I'm saying? Where's the shit to make you better? That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, why is the defense not allowed to intercept your passes? You know what I mean? Like, what type of shit is that? Where are we getting better? How are we getting better? You know what I mean? Is the ego that fragile? Can we not bring a motherfucker? We don't, you know what, bro? Some people just don't like hearing the fact that we can say, we don't think you did that good. You know, and look, it hurts. Some people have to, I've been told that shit, right? There's certain instances, and it don't just got to be about this, but regardless, certain times people tell you the hard truth. And sometimes the hard truth is needed because sometimes that's what gets you to shape the fuck up. It's just facts. Plenty of times I've been told shit I don't want to hear. Plenty of fucking times. Still to this day, I'm a stubborn motherfucker. But guess what? Understand. You got to hear that shit sometimes. And sometimes you're going to have to go through uncomfortable ass shit. Sometimes it's just fact. A motherfucker might not believe in you. It's just a fact. But it's up to you. It's up to you to say, hey, guess what, bro? Fuck you. I am that. I'm that dude. So, I mean, at the time, I don't think we really did that with Carr. Don't think we did that, bro. This is the most competition I've seen at this quarterback position in 10 years. And I'm all for it. Fuck it, right? I wanted Jaden, right? Of course I wanted Jaden, but at the end of the day, I always said, I just want fair competition, bro. Don't just hand somebody this quarterback job. Let me see it really play out. Let me see who wins. And that's what we're going to see, right? That's exactly what we're going to see. My guy. Okay, Rafa in the building. What's up, Rafa? How you feeling, man? Saw you had an interview, right? And that was fire. Go check out Rafa's interview, man. Real dope, real dope. Leo says, if we can't score more than 20, Las Vegas, we have a problem. Getsy is now my biggest question mark. 100%, bro. 100%. You got it. He has to be the biggest factor. He's the biggest factor of it all. At least we have an offensive coordinator who's done this before and knows how to adjust. That's why we lost a Minnesota game. Bo didn't know diddly about being the OC. Correct. First time, right? First time Bo Hardegree ever had to wear that hat, right? And it showed a lot. Right? I think just the fact that we have like veteran shit at places will just be even better, right? The fact that there's just veteran leadership. Like, shout out to Red was just saying, like, been there, done that. That's all. Terrence said, yeah, we should average 21 to 28 points per game. Yes. No question. That shit's not even a, like, oh, would we, won't we? I expect that shit. That bro, like, y'all correct. I don't give a fuck, bro. I expect this point total. And if it's anything less than this shit, what Terrence is saying right here, it's a failure. It's an absolute failure. I can think of a reason we won't score more. You gonna come on here with your ain't no Cotto hate speech here, huh, Severe? You better come in with that hate speech, man. I see it. I'm ready for debate, man. Look, AP says at least 24 points. If we get that with the defense we think we gonna have, let's talk about it. Right? So we coming up right? We coming up towards the end of the show, right? Our last 30 minutes. So make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Please tap on the subscribe if you like what you're hearing. But obviously, we are going to talk about this, right? We're going to talk about Aiden, and we're going to talk about Gardner. And me personally, right? You know, I got to write down my banners right here, man. I got to write down the shit right here. Me personally, I want to start off by saying this, right? Let me start off by saying this, because I'm all about this. I know some people are going to say, oh, man, we shouldn't care. We shouldn't care who starts. I just want the best quarterback to start. And that's fine. You can say that. But don't say that and say, well, real fans only want the best guy to start. What the fuck does that mean? Right? Like, what the fuck are we saying here? When we say, oh, like, only real fans want, you know, the best to start. Bro, this shit's about preference, bro. Like, let's be real, bro. Let's be real. It's May. It's May. Most people gonna have a preference on who they want as a quarterback. We have already seen Aiden. We have already seen a body of Gardner's work. So off of those bodies of work, we can have a preference on who we like. That don't make us not a real fan, because we already have seen a body of work, and from that have already said, okay, I've seen what they've done. I like this dude a little better based on what I've seen. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. So just want to start off, because I've seen a lot of people say that, bro. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, let's be real, okay? Everybody can have a preference. That's fine, right? My preference happens to be Aiden O'Connell in this Civil War, bro. It does. I think Aiden is gonna beat him out, and I don't even know if that's the popular thing to say, because as of right now, I've seen a lot of people that's behind Gardner, like a lot, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But if you had to tell me one or the other, I'm gonna rock with Aiden, bro. Now Gardner's got a little bit of more mobility, right? I think Gardner's probably got a little better arm, but I'm all about that underdog shit, bro. I'm all about that. That shit just embedded in me, bro. And just if you talking about talent standpoint, I don't see like too much of a difference. As far as elevating roster, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't see either one of them like elevating the team above their shoulders. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like they're gonna manage the game, but yeah, I'm on Aiden, bro. I'm on Aiden. I think Aiden might have what it takes to get it done, right? But that's just me. I think Aiden might, and my guy, Turf in the building. I'm glad Turf is in the building, man, because now we talking about his favorite subject, man. We talking about his favorite subject. I think that, first of all, I appreciate you. Definitely. And M85, we roll nothing but. All right, I roll nothing but. All right, we don't roll pencil shit over here, man. We can't do that. All right, that shit don't correlate around here. Michael 918, salute to you, my guy, as well. But Casual Spaz says, guess he has more success with Aaron and his weapons and Fields and his O-line. QBs have more poison Fields and we have more weapons and we have a solid O-line. I'm cooking. So like he says, QB has more poise. I want to get his comment in because I ain't seen him before. So shout out to him being a first timer here on the channel. But yeah, bro, as far as the quarterback civil war goes, right? I'm on Aiden's side. And I think, you know, like I said, there's nothing wrong with having a fucking preference. But as of right now, I'm going with Aiden, but I want to hear what y'all say, right? I want to hear what y'all say. Do you think Aiden has a chance? Who are you rolling with? Why are you rolling with him? Let's talk about it, bro. Let's talk about it. Ain't nothing wrong with it, 100%. Let's see. We know Minshew's ceiling. We can win with Minshew. We don't know AOC's ceiling yet. I 100% agree. We don't know this yet, right? Like, we can assume based off the skill set, right? But we don't know. We don't know what it is, right? He can be mid, maybe. Or how can he elevate? My question is for the AOC people, right? Because right now, I'm going to try. I said I'm AOC, but right now, I'm going to try to be in the middle right now, okay? As far as my AOC people on that side, how can AOC grow his game to be better and elevate the offense? That's probably the question a lot of people have that are not on that side. Like, what can he do to elevate his game? He doesn't have mobility, right? He's not super athletic, so he can't, right? We don't have those traits to lean back on, and he's not gonna become that shit overnight, probably. So that's probably out the window, right? So boom from there. So what else can he do to exponentially grow his game? His arm talent, he ain't gonna turn into fucking Josh Allen, right? His arm talent is his fucking arm talent. It's what it is. And it's not terrible, but it's not good. It's not great. It's just average. It's average. Maybe even below average. But that's the question I would have for you AOC people, right? And as far as Gardner goes, right? Like my man has said, we've seen Gardner's ceiling. He has done things at times where it's head scratching. He hasn't taken the ball. He hasn't taken care of the ball as good as we would like for a team that we think we need to be. He needs to take care of the ball better than what he has done before and in the past. So if we're comfortable and most people are saying Gardner just needs to come and play how he's played before, and if that's the case, how can you make the argument to say, well, he's not going to come over here and lose us some games based on the way he's played sometimes? We'll see. We'll see. Now, Johnny said, regardless how I feel about Carr's situation, we could win with AOC if developed or Minshew. Oh, if this team is clicking on all cylinders, they can win with these two guys. No fucking question, bro. They can win with these. We can win with fucking Uncle Rico. For real. If the team plays the way they're supposed to be playing. Raiders Rebel says 1,000%. Agree, Carr had no competition. They didn't bring anybody to push him. Jimmy Garoppolo was just handed the job because that was Dick Daniels' guy. AOC and Gardner will push each other. Yep. Appreciate that, Leo. Appreciate that. Let's see. Raider Way says AOC 4 knows what he has to work on his mobility. He will be better this year. Okay. But like I said, it's not going to exponentially grow. Like, I'm not going to expect to see, not even Joe Burrow. Like, I'm not even expecting to see that shit, right? I don't know how that part is going to grow. So what else can he do to really exponentially grow his game? You know what I mean? Like, that would be my question. Chris says, if the Raiders were worried about QB position, they would have moved up and drafted one. Just saying, they could have moved up and got Penix. And 100%, thank God we didn't, right? Thank God. Because that shit right there, bro, would have been tragic. That shit would have been stupid. I mean, moving capital for Michael Penix, not saying he's not good, but just I don't agree with doing that. So I'm glad we didn't do that. Turf. AOC, baby. Hey, I know what Turf on, man. I know what side Turf is on, man. Guaranteed. Michael says Aiden going in with full training camp. OC that should work with him, and he is motivated to keep his job. Yeah, bro. I mean, hey, we're going to see. M85 says other way around. Oh, he likes Gardner? Is that it? AOC lost a lot of baby fat. He looks lighter on his feet. Does he? I ain't seen too much of him. I ain't seen too much. LC4 will not go quietly. He's a competitor. I think that's the thing right there that I like too. I mean, we all know his background up to this point. I mean, if you've already researched Aiden O'Connell's background, if you haven't, definitely go do that. But I mean, I think that's one of the traits that I like really fuck with, bro. Like even though I wanted Jaden, and I'll be honest, right? Even though I wanted Jaden, I'll be honest, you know. Even in the back of my mind, I'm like, that motherfucker this is in his background to always just stick around, be there. It was always in the back of my mind. Severe says they tried to trade up for Jaden and Penix. They couldn't get it done. I mean, I think, honestly, I'm gonna be honest, Severe. You know I wanted Jaden, but I think it was a half-heart. The Jaden one was half-hearted, bro. They probably knew they probably wasn't gonna do that shit. Penix, thank God. Thank God. M85 says, I just had my popcorn. And there's nothing wrong with that. Once again, there is nothing wrong with saying, you know what? Let's see. Because once again, these two dudes ain't done nothing that's gonna sell you, right? But at the end of the day, let's not say that you're not a real fan because you have a preference. Let's just, like, that's all I'm saying, right? Keep it cool. If you have a preference, that's fine, right? That's fine. And if it's justifiable on the preference, cool. But nothing wrong with saying you want to wait and see as well. That is nothing wrong with that. Minshew swag and leadership going to be difference that makes this offense click. Okay. So, Leo, I assume you on Gardner. Okay. And I can see Minshew does got some swag to him, bro. He got that, like, and people that were Stabler fans, correct me if I'm wrong. Was he not country his damn self? He got that Stabler swag, bro. Like that country shit that just worked with the Raiders. I don't know why the fuck we're a West Coast team, but he just, like, that country shit just worked. I don't know why. Maybe because it's gritty. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe because it's gritty. That might be why. Raider Way says, can't wait for preseason to see these rookies. I know, man. Not second-year players too, bro. Players that we have some investments in. I'm ready to see, man. Turf says the accuracy and poise will win us games. So you think his accuracy, okay, will improve. Now, here we go. I like that. Okay, you could definitely say that accuracy improving is something that could definitely get better. Now, I think his accuracy, when he's clicking, bro, and the shit I seen from him in college, even some degree in the games last year, when he's clicking, this motherfucker, he's dotting shit. It's dotting shit. So if his accuracy improves, that's something you can hang your hat on right there. Chris says, I think they could have traded up for Penix, but the price was too high. Yeah. Leo's on the guard, dog. Ain't no civil war. I support whoever wins. Now, understand this, right? I'm only putting this, and if you're on my channel, right, already, then you already know. Of course, I have my preference, but if my preference ends up not being the case, you know I'm not going to sit here and bash nobody, right? You on my channel already, you already know how we get down over here. We just want to see the Raiders fucking win. Once again, we got our preference. And if Gardner wins, then fucking so be it. Good shit. Then let's roll. Let's roll. Let's do what we got to do. But I'm gonna roll with Aiden. I think Aiden can get it done. If you don't, so be it. Then we roll with whoever wins. But as of right now, that would be my preference. Rebel says, but the fact that Antonio Pierce said he wanted Aiden to be more vocal, I don't see Gardner as that vocal leader. The man's laid back and chill. I mean, neither one of them are. Neither one of them are really vocal guys. Yeah, right. The only thing, I mean, maybe Aiden is like that silent Eli guy. Probably. But because I can see it like that. But neither one of them are guys that are going to be rah-rah. You know what I mean? Space Beast in the building, man. What's going on, my guy, man? How you feeling? AOC equals MVP. All right. We see where you on, Chris. I mean, we see what side that is. Little ass boy from little ass back up. Hey, that was a good one. Ja said, oh, my guy Ja. What's up, dog? I ain't seen you in a minute. Aiden is back on the West Coast system like he had in Purdue. Correct. Something that he's ran before. So, I mean, the playing field is as even as it can get, ladies and gentlemen. The playing field, and I think I saw Queen Raider in the building. I think I might have skipped over that shit not too long ago, but shout out to you in the building as well. Oh, there she go right there. Yes, she is. But yeah, man, like the playing field is as even as it can be as far as this quarterback controversy and whatever it's gonna be. The preseason, that's why I want the preseason to see these rookies, and each game, right? Each game is gonna be the tester. We gonna be on this motherfucker breaking it down, right? We gonna be giving you the in-depth rundown on whatever the Raiders do as far as this shit right here, because every game, every preseason game is going to be like just another test, another competition, bro. Each week we seeing who get the upper hand as far as the quarterbacks, right? Equal reps, game situations. This shit is gonna be live, bro. I cannot wait. I can't wait. We gonna be on cloud nine on this motherfucker, bro. We gonna be breaking it down. Rafa says ARC or Minshew, it's gonna be civil war, but in my opinion, AOC is gonna win this. I know he has some flaws. He has flaws, but Gardner has flaws. There's chinks in the armor in both parties, right? There are chinks in the armor in both parties. But at the end of the day, who gonna fall first? Bro, I can't wait for preseason, bro. I can't fucking wait for preseason. Who's gonna make the mistake? That's all I want to know. C4, man. C4. Queen Raiderette says, think it's hard to judge since we haven't seen Minshew as a Raider, but we have seen AOC and he has the potential of being great. Carr, Jimmy, and Minshew, all mediocre. Right. We've seen the ceiling, right? Gardner's ceiling has been hit to a degree. Somebody can correct me, right? I'm all for the debate. But I think Gardner's ceiling has been reached to a degree. I don't really know what Aiden's is just yet. This year might tell me, but I don't know just of yet, right? Severe says AOC has a mid-R and below average mobility. First thing he'd have to do is lose weight, which somebody addressed, said he lost all that baby fat. Plyometrics for dynamic movements, and has to be locked in on the mental side of things. Oh, there's no question. No question, Sabir. The way he's going to get the upper hand is going to be first and foremost mentally, right? Because the athletic shit is always going to be below. So the mental shit is the first and foremost. Turf says he has to do what he was initially told not to do, which is get better at moving and throwing. Keeping accuracy as well, being okay with getting hit. Right. We're going to see. Kev, shout out. He says we've also seen both of their floors. Yeah, I've seen both of their floors. And it's bad. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see. Oxnard Rob says Raiders. Hey, what's the deal, man? How you feeling, Oxnard? Glad you in the building, man. AOC ran a 4.97. The fuck? I didn't know that. That shit, that's faster than Spencer Rattler. That's faster than Spencer Rattler. Oh, Real Talk Raider Nation. What's the deal, man? How you feeling, man? Salute to you, man. Glad you can make it in here. Leo says AOC needs to transition from game manager to playmaker. I'm not even saying elite superstar, but being able to make big plays when needed. Not just what the defense gives you. Yeah. Create your own plays. Got to create your own plays. Can he do it? That's the question. He's not learning how to scramble. We have to agree on that one. Man.
God damn it. I like the way you do business.
Correct. He's not learning to scramble, bro. So if we're going to make that argument, we've lost already, right? We can't start with that argument. He's not magically going to learn to do this, right? He's not going to fuck around and, become, like I said, he's not even going to become Brock Purdy. He's not even going to be Brock Purdy. That's the next thing. But just a little bit better than what he is. Just a little fucking bit better. That's all. Let me see. That's all we want. Let me see. So everyone going to pretend like they didn't hear Telesco answer when they asked how hard they tried to move up. Not particularly hard. That means he called, kick tires, check temp, the end. Correct, Cowtown, right? And like I said, bro, I think even to this degree, y'all know how much I wanted Jaden, but still, right? I think they just kicked the tires, bro. They just kicked the tires. It was half-hearted attempt. And they were like, fuck it, we probably can't do it. They probably wanted to move up. Somebody was probably like, this is what we want to move up. They said, oh, never mind. And then that's it, right? Or got word that Atlanta was going to pick Michael Penix and said, what do y'all want? Well, we're going to pick him, so we want this, this, and this. Oh, yeah, no, y'all straight. Go ahead, do what y'all do, right? That's what it sounded like to me. Wasn't going to do it, bro. Wasn't going to do it to me. Let me see. If you don't believe in AOC, I don't know who put the video out, but there's a video of all AOC throws for the whole season. If you could watch that and still hate on AOC, definitely just a critic. Hey, bro, yeah, hey, Rebel, if you can do us a solid, man. If you can find that video, bro, post that on here, on this chat. That's good intel, right? Whether you believe in him or you don't, that's good intel to watch. It's just being objective at the end of the day. Oh, I was right. So Stabler was a redneck. Okay, he said Stabler was a straight redneck. I was right. He was country. Yeah, country shit just worked, man. I don't know why the country shit worked with us. But like I said, maybe because it's gritty, right? We just known for being gritty. We just known for being that type shit, right? So, I mean, that's kind of how it is. So, maybe, but it just fits. It just fits. It's funny. I believe in AOC 4 and Minshew. Let the best man just win, baby. I mean, like I said, ain't nothing wrong with that. We can believe in both. We can believe in both. I like the hope. Predictions, I'm gonna hold off on. Oh, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I done said it already. You know I stand on what I stand on, bro. It is what it is. If everything goes right, bro, for real, this is a 10 win team, bro. This is a 10 win team. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. I think that they can, and why I'm saying that, I think they can improve. They can win 2 more games, right, than they did last year. That's all I'm saying. That's all. Like, really think about that. That's all I'm saying, bro. They can win 2 more games than they did last year. Really think about last year. Without certain mistakes, without just certain little shit not going our way, we win 2 more games last year. With more consistency, right? With more game plan, better game planning, right? With more cohesiveness as a organization, as the direction we're going in. Coaching wise, right? I don't see why we can't improve our win total to 2 more. 2 more. Does that get us in the dance? I think so, right? I think so. So real question is, I know some of y'all don't want to do it. Some of y'all don't want to do it. But I want to go through the season outlook as we ending right here, right? And I stand on what I stand on, bro. The team is pretty much shaped, right? I mean, there's a trade that can happen, but if a trade happens, then that's only going to increase what we already initially think after the draft, correct? So, to me, I'm gonna go ahead and say it, right? Like, I think this is a 10-win team, bro, if they play the way they're supposed to be playing. 10-win team. And we can fuck around and get in the dance. I don't know how that's going to occur, right? How we going to do it? We can get in the dance, bro. Wild card, whatever, right? Make some noise. Because it's going to be a type of team where don't matter the season. If it's winter, as we probably going to be going into, right? Then at that point, we can run the ball. We can play defense. We're going to be able to play that style of football that can be traveled with, right? We can travel with that style of football. So it's going to be scary. So if everything going according to plan, I'll stand on it, bro. 10 toes. We a 10-win team. No doubt in my mind. I just need the quarterback play to be decent. Manage the game. Don't turn the ball over. If we do that at the quarterback position, we win in 10 games, bro. We're winning 10 games. We're going to the fucking playoffs. See it. I can see it. It's just that, and that'll be our springboard, right? That'll be the springboard. Just taste success. Taste getting to the dance, right? What it feel like. And this will probably, I mean, like I said, once again, if this goes according to plan, this ain't gonna be a fucking season where we're scraping by to getting that motherfucker and all that. It's like maybe because it's gonna be a tough schedule, right? But it ain't gonna be because some coaching shit happens and now all of a sudden we gotta inspire ourselves and make a half-hearted attempt to fucking get to the playoffs. No, we gonna be in that motherfucker from week 1 to week 18. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's how it's gonna be. From start to fucking finish, we in that bitch. Win, lose, or draw, bro. And we get 10 wins, I have a very confident fucking feeling that we'll be in the dance. Now, whatever happens in that bitch happens. We can't predict that, right? That's a wild beast. And that's some shit, that's some territory we ain't never fucking been in. So we don't know what's gonna happen there. But just getting in that motherfucker, we can do that, bro. We can definitely do that. So even at the very minimum, they win 9 games, right? That can still get you in. 9 games at the minimum gets you in. So I think they can win. I think they can up their win total from 1 to 2 games, bro. I really do. I think with everything shaping out the way they drafted, you know, people they got, they can up their win total 1-2 games. Definitely. So let's see. Oxnard says, I'm feeling good, ready to get this season cracking. Anxious to see how our D-line does against the top teams. Me too. Are we going to be those guys, man? That's what I want to see, man. Time for all that talking shit is over, bro. I want to see the play now. U100 rundown. Can think of 3 games on the top of my head. Charger game, Minnesota game, right? Where they were all winnable, right? Yeah, definitely. 10 wins gets you in the dance, right? And hey, we in the dance. We just need to be in that moment. That's all. I don't give a fuck who the partner is at that point. We in this motherfucker. Let's dance. That's all I care about, bro. That's all I care about. Colts game, Charger game. Yeah, bro. Talk that shit, Leo. Games that we fucked off, right? That we could have won. So definitely. 10-11 sounds about right. We definitely punching Atlanta in the throat. I can't fucking wait for that one. I can't wait for New Orleans. Can't wait for all that. Feel me? If we can sneak one of them AFC North games, I think we can beat Baltimore. I mean, not Baltimore. Pittsburgh. I think we can beat Pittsburgh. But if we can sneak one of the other 3 motherfuckers, Cleveland, Baltimore, Cincinnati, if we can sneak one of them motherfuckers, oh yeah, bro, we in business. Johnny Gruden says 9-8. We scratching the playoffs. I'm not mad. Shit, that's better than last year. Not mad at all, right? Then we know we got to fix. We move forward, get more pieces. We continue to roll. But at least we know what it feels like to be in the race from start to finish, right? We know what it feels like to have the ups, the downs, get in the playoffs, and whatever happens. Just get that feeling. Shit. 11-6, 12-5. Gruden a negative Nancy. I mean, 9-8 shit. That's reasonable. He ain't say shit. 7 wins. He said 9 wins. That shit. 9 wins. And no, we don't know how we get to the 9 wins. What if we don't start good and then we fucking finish good? Who knows? Leo, he's a rookie. There's going to be growing pains, but how many points did the defense give up in the Colts game for us to lose in the Chargers game? Yeah, man. Let's see. Big Tone says 9 won't get you in. Really? I don't know, man. I think 9 gets you in. How many did Houston have last year? Houston had like 9 wins, didn't they? They barely scratched that shit. I don't know. To me, I think 9 wins is good enough. I mean, you don't know how this shit gonna play out. You know what I mean? We always think it's injuries, whatever the fuck happens. The season is a tricky ass beast, bro. So we have no idea how this shit's gonna play out. We got all this shit in our head how it's supposed to play out because it's on paper, but once again, it's on paper. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to we're gonna see how the shit just plays out as we go, right? It plays out as we go. Let's see what else we got here, man. Hold on. As we getting ready to click it down, man. Getting ready to put this here. Boom. Okay. The season was tough. We had won 9. We in playoffs. Yeah. This season ain't gonna be no cakewalk. You feel what I'm saying? Season ain't gonna be no cakewalk, bro. We got the AFC North. That's real, right? That's real. We're going to play big boy football with them motherfuckers right there. So that ain't no question. It's gonna get real greasy. It's gonna get real fucking greasy. Houston won 10. We can win 10, bro. I think we can win 10. But regardless of it, it's going to get real greasy, bro. I can't wait to the schedule, see how it plays out. But we got some teams that we're going to have to play this year. And it ain't going to be no, pussyfooting around with these teams. So, can we do it? I think so, because we'll have a chance against any team just by the style of football. We're going to have a chance against any squad. You feel what I'm saying? No doubt about that. But it's just about, are we going to make the crucial plays at the crucial times? That's where we're at right now as a team. But getting ready to end the show off here right now, I just went ahead and posted, boom, in the chat, the link to my interview with Dylan Lowby, man. Y'all go ahead, check that out. That's on my other channel over there. Your boy got 2 channels, working, doing a little something, right? Trying to make the bread multiply. But at the end of the day, you know, that's my other channel. Keep it more PG on that one. Little different information over there. But at the end of the day, make sure you go ahead, tap in with that interview right there. If you guys do want to go ahead and check out Dylan Lowby, man. Like that dude, I think, you know what I mean? Honestly, I think that dude is a real Raider. You know what I mean? I think that dude is gonna be a guy that we really gonna like. I know a lot of you in Raider Nation already like him, already been, you know, talking about him. But I just pinned a comment right now, by the way. But a lot of y'all already been talking about him, already scouting him. So you know what type of dude he is, what type of player he is. But just talking to him, bro, he even excited to get to this motherfucker. You know what I mean? He's excited to get here and put his stamp on things. You know what I mean? I think he knows what he can bring to the table. I think he kind of knows where he can make his impact year one. You feel what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a real fun time, bro. And hey, that dude full of energy, bro. Y'all gonna fuck with him for sure. So make sure you guys tap on the link. That's the pinned comment. Once again, that's the interview with Dylan Lowby. Go ahead, check that out, man. Y'all definitely gonna be fucking with it. But once again, it's your guy Rundown in the building, right? Oh, and before I get off, man, how could I forget? How did I forget? Kendrick is up 1-0, by the way. Okay. Before I get off, how could I forget? Kendrick is up 1-0. If you're a Drake fan in here, I'm sorry. This man got demolished, right? Dismembered in front of everybody. So I don't want nobody in this motherfucker over here talking, oh, Drake did this, Drake did that. Drake is on the clock, bro. I'm waiting. You feel what I'm saying? I am fucking waiting because yesterday we all saw murder, right? Firsthand. So, oh, he's not even in the discussion, Johnny. Stop it. He's not even in the discussion, bro. We saw murder front and center yesterday. So, yeah, Kendrick is up 1-0, right? And that shit is crazy. We probably going to be back with whatever. You know, we hip-hop connoisseurs on this channel, too. So, if you're Drake fans in here, once again, bro, I'm sorry, bro. You probably had to listen to his old albums to get some closure for yourself. But regardless, he on the clock. So we waiting on that. But remember, you already know what time it is. Make sure you guys are hitting the like, hitting the subscribe button. And y'all know, man, I keep it authentic from the clouds to the ground here on the Raider Rundown. Y'all have a good one. See you next week.